For many women, desire becomes responsive, not spontaneous, meaning desire follows safety, connection, and stimulation, not the other way around. When we were younger, maybe we didn't need the emotional closeness the way that we do as we age. So if you're waiting to want sex first, you may wait forever. So something to think about is how women orgasm and the data that we were never taught impacts the way we see our relationships and namely sex. So we're going to talk about some statistics because education reduces shame. When we know more, we can understand it with more compassion. So here's some numbers for you. Only about 65% of women consistently orgasm during partnered sex, compared to over 90% for men. Most women require 20 to 40 minutes of arousal to reach climax, and the majority of women do not orgasm from penetration alone. So this isn't personal failure. It's just an anatomical reality. The clitoris has over 8,000 nerve endings, most of which are internal. Yet many women and their partners don't know this or were not taught that or how it works. So this is where I like the book Becoming Cliterate by Lori Mintz. It's not graphic, it's educational, it's empowering, and it's really normalizing. I have a friend that I was just talking to last week who shared a lot of the things that she learned from that book, and I think it's outstanding. Because understanding your body is not indulgent, it's foundational. And depending on the cultures, religious background, or family grew up in, maybe none of this stuff was talked about, and learning your body was not encouraged. So we really have to start with learning. And language matters. Knowing the body reduces shame. We can't advocate for what we don't know. We can't talk about what we need or want when we aren't sure ourselves. Many women were raised without accurate terminology, like vulva versus vagina, or clitoris, or the clitoral hood, or the labia. Pelvic floor are words that we've never heard about as we grow up for most of us. And arousal versus desire. These are different. So when the language is missing, there can be shame that fills in the gap. And so we've got to learn the correct terms so that we have a common language with our relationship. It improves our communication with our partners. It improves our medical care when we talk about what we're experiencing. And then ultimately it'll improve our sexual satisfaction because knowledge is not unsexy. Silence is unsexy. And so we've got to be able to talk about it. Now we're going to talk about the cycle, the menstrual cycle in women, because this matters. And a lot of people, namely men, do not understand that women's sexual responsiveness changes across the menstrual cycle, across perimenopause, across stress levels, and sleep quality impacts the way we respond sexually. Emotional safety is really critical to arousal. And so what feels good one week in a cycle may feel irritating or neutral the next. Positions might need to be different. Touch might need to be harder or softer or in different locations because during our cycle, our bodies literally change and shift. And so many of us don't know that. Why did I like that last week? And this week, I'm not into it. But I have to say that, and it can't be perceived as rejection by our partners because it's just the anatomy and it's not anything that is our fault. Some people feel more desire and more arousal mid-cycle. Others prefer closeness without penetration during like the luteal phases. And so it's really important for us to know our cycles and what we like or experience.